All right, guys, getting down to the wire on the C5 Z06 interior. Got some new bits today. Let's roll the intro. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Almost forgot a beer. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. I was off yesterday. It feels like a Monday. It's a Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's Thursday now. Anyways, yes, we are continuing on the interior on the C5Z. Today, I got some fun things in the mail. I don't know which one's which, but one of these is a radio bezel leather wrap, and one is a new shift boot, a suede with red stitching. I think it'll look good because the rest of the interior is now fully leather. I wanted something to break it up a little bit. I think that'd be too much leather. And I really do think after this is seat. I'm gonna get new seats. I'm retiring the Amazon specials. And I'm liking my GTI seats with the suede inserts. I might want to do like a dark gunmetal, almost black suede with red stitching. I don't know, I'll figure that out next. But today, what we're doing is we'll open box, show you what you get. In case you're curious, yes, I've wrapped almost all of my dash door cards in leather for the last couple of years. Go check those videos out. There'll be a link down below. And we're just gonna pretty much finish up that job today. So let's go to the bench, open these guys up. We'll do a little time lapse taking out the radio bezel. It's not too complicated. And then yeah, we'll just take our time getting the leather adhered to the radio bezel. And we'll get it back in and give you my final thoughts. Sound good? Cool. All right, no particular order here. I believe this is the, oh, I was wrong. This is actually the leather wrap. Packaged very interestingly. This comes from the UK. It'll be in the description below exactly where to find it. This has to come all the way up and over. Yeah, okay, there we go. This is right. So this will be where your ambient air temperature sensor is and my push button start. Mine's gonna be a little smaller, so I make the hole smaller, but perfect. We have more than enough to work with here. So, cool. And this folds into something. We'll figure it out. This shouldn't be too crazy. I say that whenever you assume stuff, you know, it makes you look stupid. So, same leather grain, what we've used so far. Stitching looks pretty good. So, cool. And we'll see how it looks next to the shift boot. And this should have a little frame, which it does. No, this is wrong. This was supposed to be red stitching. This is definitely black. Yeah, I gotta send this back. Or maybe I can dye it. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. I might just keep it. I don't want to deal with it. But I think it'll look good. This grain with the God, it should be red. Oh, I'm so mad. I'll double check, make sure I did order red stitching. I'm pretty sure I did. In any case, all right, let's get the radio bezel out of the car. All right, out of the car. It's like a 5-minute job to get out. Mine's mocked up a little weird. It's been painted a few times over the years. A lot of plastic putty to fix a lot of things. It's that plastic epoxy stuff. I make this much smaller to fit my my push button start. I'll show you what I mean. See the back, it's all ugly. And all this too, I've had to fix a lot of it over the years. So I have that 1.5 den deal right there. Should be an issue though, because I have more than enough to work with leather-wise. But one thing I'm gonna do tonight, for sure, before we close the video out, is get these little doors off right here. This does have to go around it. I'm curious to see how the leather's gonna go in here. I guess it's the top and cut underneath. We'll see when we get there. You can see it's all ugly inside of mine. I have to spray paint all that or something, I don't know. It's really, and this really shows the 90s era quality of GM. How cheap this is. That's a little spring that brings it in and out. That's your sound dampening right there. I'm not kidding. And it's really cheap. little dowels, those little pins right there in the middle. I keep this thing in there. All right, we get all little doors off. We'll get it cleaned up. Little doors are off. It's kind of interesting how these little doors go in here. For instance, this guy got little hinges right there, right? So you got your master little dowel that goes in, no big deal. And you have a tiny little pin that goes in behind it to lock it in place. Very similar to little trim pieces you see around like shrouds, like body panels underneath the hood and stuff that GM's used in recent years. Anyway, that's how you get it off, not a big deal. All right, let's get it cleaned up really good. And tomorrow we're gonna start getting this guy on there. All right, guys, next day, start getting this thing on. That shouldn't be too bad. Probably do this in 2 or 3 days. I'll take my time. So one thing I did do, and I recommend doing this, is all the stitching on the dash I did, I referenced it with little points right there. There's 3 up here. So I want to make sure this stitching lines up perfectly. This only has 2, so it's going to be on the outside over here. It's kind of weird. And then this will go obviously right here. So make sure when you start adhering it, those are your key points, or your reference points, if you will. So I'll make sure I got the right distance up here to overlap, and I'll use super glue on first to keep it all in line, and I'll work my way down, if that makes sense. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, about 2 days in this project. Not too bad. It's pretty intricate. A couple things I got to fix. As you can see, I cut kind of too wide in the corners there. It was either do that or I wouldn't be able to tuck it that well. That makes sense, but it's okay. I have this little thing called, it's a leather filler, which I'm going to fill it in tonight. put 2 coats on it, and then we're gonna sand it down. It's kind of shiny when you put it on. If you take some 1,000 or 2,000 grit sandpaper, kind of dull it a little bit in these corners, I think we're gonna be all right. So tonight we'll do that. This cup holder, I fucked this up bad, but it was my stupid mistake. If I can get it out here. Because obviously the leather is a little bigger, I overcompensating when I was trimming it. I took way too much off. So I ordered a new one. See that gap right there? It's driving me nuts. That'll be here in 2 days. I won't make you wait for that though. You can pretend. And then this guy right here, so I have 2 options with this. This little door here, right? I can either leave it like that. I never use this compartment because it's an ashtray and a 12 volt, which I don't use because I have a bunch of USBs I ran that go into my center console. So I'm thinking I'll use some Velcro on these corners right there. So it'll be a static and it'll just hang out right there. If I wanted to make it work, I could. I'd have to trim this a little bit on both sides and then rematch the paint. God, pain in the ass. I don't want to do that, but I'm not going to use it. I don't care. I'm probably just going to leave like that as a static situation. But if you're doing this, you can do whatever the hell you want, right? And the rest looks pretty good. Not too bad. So tonight we are going to got the leather filler on and take the heat gun and fix a couple little high spots. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, we're almost there. Another 2 more days, this will be done. Not too bad at all. And this is a little repair kit I'm talking about. Nothing fancy at all. It's just, you got some of this black leather. It's like a liquid, pretty viscous. It's got a little spatula. Do what you gotta do with it. Let it harden. And you kind of just sand it a little bit and you're all set. So let's get to work. All right, next day, all of the little filler I put in is pretty much dry. It looks a little wet. You take the wet sand, the 1000, you just go over a little bit and it dulls it up a little bit. You can barely even tell if it's filler. A couple little spots I gotta fill a little more, but not a big deal. I'm gonna get all that done real quick. As you can see, all the spots I had to do right there. That one I gotta add a little more to it. It shrinks a little bit as it dries, but no big deal. Once you got it the right level you want it, give it a quick little sand and it blends in very well to the leather. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, it's getting there. Had to add a little more filler to a couple spots. It'll shrink, and then tomorrow I'll do one more quick over with 1000 grits, and you won't even be able to tell. And we'll put all the stuff back in. The door should be here tomorrow. That was fast. I'll get that put in, and yeah, get back in the car tomorrow and show you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, boys and girls, we're pretty much done. I got this Velcro inside of there. You see it right there. It ain't going nowhere. But the cool thing is I can still take it out if I need to, but it's not gonna go anywhere. I like that, it's cool. It's still sort of functional. Here's the leather filler I was talking about. There's a big gouge right there. Once you fill it, and you take just a little bit of sandpaper and kind of dull it a little bit. A little bit of a sheen on it. I took a little too deep right there. I got a little black marker, I gotta fix that. But that's pretty much how it looks once you get it done and sanded. Not too bad, not too bad at all. So in any case, I'm still waiting on this. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I'll do a dry fit tonight to show you guys how it's gonna look. And that should be here tomorrow, the next day. I'll get that done. Like I said, I trimmed too much like an idiot. That was a little hiccup on the whole project. So, all right, let me get in the car and I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, guys, it's in loosely. You get the idea. Some things I still got to tweak. It's gonna take a few days to get where I like it. That's okay. All right, so there she is. It's okay. I still got to shrink some of the leather. The grain's a lot heavier in this versus my dash and my door cars. So I can relax it. I just got to be careful doing it. I still got to trim a little bit leather behind here. There's like an 1/8 inch gap. That's going to drive me insane. And this right here is lining up kind of goofy now. So I got to fart with that. Make sure that was done right. I don't know. I'll get it figured out. And this is just laying in there. But it's okay. And the fitment right here, I don't like this. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If it drives me nuts enough, I could probably peel back this corner, massage it and stretch it 1/2 inch. We'll see if I have enough to do that with. Annoying. This one's pretty good. And again, this is as far over as I could get this dash. So if I went any further over, I wouldn't have enough for this that would have been hanging out. So it's okay. I piecemeal this over like 3 years, so you get what you get, you know. But not too bad. Looks pretty good. And I do like the Alcantara shift boot much better. My 2 Alcantara right there too. And then the seats, Alcantara black. I think that look really good. But yeah. Some more things I'm going to do off camera. It's done for you guys, but what I got to do is take this off, trim some of the back a little bit so it fits a little more flush, get some of the wrinkles out of the leather, not wrinkles, but the grain, relax a little bit. And then some of these corners, I still want to square them a little better, tuck them in, use some filler and call it a day. So not too bad, $200 and 3 days of your time. And it's okay. So cool. Let me know if you guys have questions. See you guys next time. Mark out.